Hi everyone, thank you for joining me again on how I healed from eating disorders. So we spoke about surrounding yourself with a strong support system and the right people and hopefully the right therapist for you. And then we spoke about facing your worst case scenario and using meditation as a tool to stay in the moment. So the next step is the one I like to call make friends with your negative emotions. There's going to be so much shit hitting the fan that you don't even know it's there before you start the process. I think we're trained as a society since we're very, very little to push negative emotions away. I don't know where adults got this concept that negative emotions are bad for you. An emotion at the end of the day is an energy. And I'm not trying to make it sound spiritual at all. Just like you walk into a room and you have a weird feeling and you can feel like something's off, it's more in the realm of physics. You can't push them away because they're still gonna be there. And trying to convince yourself that everything is fine is basically working against your instinct. So if you're feeling something, why don't you feel it through? But then we're so trained, whenever we cry, adults tell us, oh, stop crying since we're little, right? Oh, don't cry. And then if we get disappointed, everybody's always trying to make it up to us. Oh, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. You'll see them tomorrow. You feel like shit. And then there's always some adult coming and telling you don't feel like shit. So that urge to always neutralize bad emotions as soon as they arise or always fix or offer compensation is just such a bad trade for life. So this is the time to be prepared to face feeling like shit. I think feeling like shit is great for you if you just go into it, enable yourself, allow yourself to feel it. Don't try to push it away. Make friends with your demons. Be aware that even though you've been told that when you feel like shit, it's a bad thing, it's not a bad thing. And I think that is such a crucial stage of your healing to be able to acknowledge I'm fat, I'm ugly, nobody would want to touch me, nobody would ever love me, I don't love myself, I'm disgusting, I'm dirty, I'm filthy, all of these emotions. Let them rise up and give them acknowledgement, because at the end of the day, you're acknowledging yourself. You're acknowledging your truth. Those emotions were there probably from when we were very little, and we just used the food or the lack thereof to mask it so that we don't have to feel it. So this is the time to feel it. And there is no eating disorder to help you mask it down. And if it's really a big struggle to be okay with feeling not okay, that's when you have your support system. That's when you ring your therapist. That's when you call your friend that you can talk to. I remember having a conversation with my best friend once about why she doesn't cry a lot. And she said, well, when I feel the urge to cry, I sometimes stop myself because I feel like if I start crying, I'll never stop. If from a very young age, we were kind of told not to cry and to mask those negative emotions, there's usually so much backlog of bad emotions that we've repressed that yes, it's true. In the beginning, if we start crying and acknowledging those negative emotions, we may have to cry for 3 days. But the thing is, that's like a mini phobia. In reality, when you cry, the crying eventually stops. And the more you train yourself to be sad and to cry and to allow those negative emotions out, you'll feel a relief and you'll see that it does get better. So I can obviously blab about this for hours, but I just wanted to sum it up and say, be prepared for the tsunami of negative emotions. Look at it as a negative step into a positive change and allowing yourself to feel like shit so that you can end up feeling much better. This is about it for now, and hopefully I'll see you again on the next episode.